in.
Do you think most men at your age still playing games? Like
No,
what they
no,
say?
no, no, no. But they're not. No, they're not playing game. But they ain't taking no. They ain't taking no more. They fed up just like the women are. Because let me tell you something. Because of the system, and I'm gonna use it's a lot of different dynamics to this thing. Because of the system, and the women, like when the relationship don't work, the women had children from the man. She tried to destroy him. She tries to destroy him. And we seen that. We seen that and we were like, hold on, wait a minute. And what the bitterness, okay, it don't work. But the bitterness, a scorned woman is treacherous. And they have used that power. I'm gonna say they have abused that power and misused it. There's nothing wrong with separating, but why try to destroy a person? It takes two. And I'm pretty sure you wasn't all peaches and cream in the relationship or the whole time. But you want to destroy him when it doesn't work out. And I think men has come to the point where they was like, no, I would rather be by myself than go through again. Because we because they're not going to be taken advantage of anymore. And the women feel the same way. I have given you my life. I have done this for you. Gave you children, and this is So it's on both sides. It's on both sides. We've been hurt by each other. It's not. We can't blame this one or that one. We have done it. We have done it to each other. But you got to come to a place where you say, "Hey, I give. I give." And vice versa, the man has to come to a place where he say, "I give," and we got to come together on a mutual agreement and a certain level of understanding. And people talk about they don't want prenups, but I'm thinking, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, what I have when we come together, I should be able to keep that if we split. And if you, and that's another thing. Are you willing to sign and say, hey, he can keep his stuff if it don't work? Then if you're willing to do that, then that let me know you're not added for what I have or what you're gonna get. Vice versa.
I get that
If
person.
you want me for me, then my material possession shouldn't have anything to do with our relationship. The things that I have acquired before our relationship. But whatever you put in, I heard somebody say this the other day, Kurt. It's a 60-40 rule.
What's that mean?
You pay 40% into the household and everything, and I pay 60%. And when you leave, if anything were to happen and you leave, you just get 40%, what you contributed the whole time in the relationship. That way, you walked away with what you put in, and he walked away what he put in.
I see what you're saying.
The numbers can be different, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you don't walk away with 90% of stuff that you didn't contribute to, and leave the man destitute. Because most men has to start over.
Yeah.
Kirk, this is true story. This young man married this lady. He had a home paid for. He didn't have any kids. He had a home paid for before he married her. Why did the judge give her the man's home? You see stuff like that, and you don't think a man would be scorned. You think a woman's scorned. You don't think a man would be scorned after a situation like that.
So
But see,
let me ask you, how did you find the love now at this place in your life? What did you do, and how did it work for you now?
because I know what I was looking for, and like I said, the way it was when I found it is what I wanted, what I was looking for.
The way it was. Like, can you explain that?
Yeah, I knew what I wanted, and when I saw it, I knew that was it.
So you wasn't afraid.
No, I wasn't afraid. Because, see, let me tell you something. That's why I say watch. You can watch a person's life and it'll tell you all about them. See, because you just don't just happen to be like this. You've been like this. You see what I'm saying? You've been like this. So there's consistency there. So no, I'm not afraid because I can look and see how you have been.
Somebody asks, did God let you know that she was the one?
No, God ain't had to let me know. I know. I am that I am. God. How am I let God? God ain't got to live with nobody I do. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the wrong. That's the, that's the wrong way. God.
Seriously,
I am God.
I like that. I think that's a great answer because people ask me, how did you know that my wife was it? I didn't know. But listen though, you know what I mean? I didn't know. Hey, what's up, purpose? How we doing, man? I'm like, I didn't know, but I took a chance. I took a risk. It's a risk. And then I see what I wanted afterwards, and I'm like, hey, let me continue. But to be honest, I didn't know. And I still don't know. Because, it's been 9 years, but it's still going, so hell. God.
Hey, Kurt, you know what I say to that, Kurt? It was good while it lasted.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
But I'm gonna try to make the best of it, though.
Yeah.
See, I come in with the intentions for it to last.
Yeah.
Come in with the right intent.
Yeah.
No ulterior motives.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. So let me ask Miss Kinney. Hey Kinney, how you doing? Let me talk to Miss Kinney for a minute.
How are you? How's
Hi, good to
everyone?
see you.
How's
Good to
everyone?
see you. So you said that you was done with all this dating and crap and relationship. What made you change your mind? And how did you change your mind? Or what made you change your mind?
You know what made me change my mind? And I ain't even trying to be funny. I heard somebody say, if he don't eat you, the worms gonna eat you. And I'm like, damn. When I heard that, I was like, well, damn. That is true. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, man.
I heard somebody say, if he ain't eating you, you gonna save it, and you gonna save it, and the worms gonna eat you, and the bug. And I'm like, do worms got teeth? Like, I'm literally asking myself, do worms got teeth?
Oh snap! Yo, that's hilarious, man. So
No,
that's
but
why you changed your
you
mind.
know what? Like Rome said, I went through life and I was naive, right? I thought that everybody was gonna give me what I was giving them. And I had expectations, and when what I was given wasn't reciprocated, I was disappointed. I'm like, damn, they don't love me the way I love them. But in order, we always treat people how you want to be treated. You treat people how they want to be treated.
Hmm.
And to treat people how they want to be treated, you got to study them. You got to really take time, learn their whereabouts, what they like to do, who they like to hang around, what kind of music they like to listen to. Like, it takes time to study a person. But we treat people how we want to be treated because we know how we want to be treated, right?
Mhm.
And we expect them to treat us that way. So once I learned how I wanted to be treated, I started treating myself like that. I didn't wait for somebody to come and do it. I'm like, if this is how I want to be treated, this is how I got to treat myself. And then what's designed for me will be attracted to how I treat myself.
Hmm.
Right. And then I can pour into anything around me from that overflow of how I treat myself. So I can't miss. And I don't got to live not or rejecting, like I don't got to be like, oh, I don't want another man, because that was my mind. It wasn't that I didn't want another man. I didn't want to give up my space of peace that I had created. But I do want to share. I don't want to put in all this work and not share it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I want to share it. I just don't want it to be unappreciated. I don't want it to be taken for granted. I don't want it to be like this, I gotta submit to you and you the ruler over me type. Like, let's just, live and let live, right? So you gotta set your expectations, and the expectations you set have to be for yourself. It's not for your partner. I don't set expectations for the people around me. I set expectations for me, right? And I'm not talking about big expectations. I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna make my bed and do my laundry. And
Let
when
me
I do both of those things, I'm grateful for that. So do small things, you know what, to make you grow in love with yourself. Don't fall in love, grow in love with yourself.
like that.
Yeah. And then who's for you is gonna grow in love with you too.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Um, Oftentimes, I hear women always bring up pretty much similar things. I like my peace, right? Oh, I just want to protect my peace. Why is that such a big thing? Like, why is that such? Like, you see people staying single for 15,000 years, to protect their peace. What exactly is being protected, and what exactly does that mean? Like, what are you are referring to with that protecting peace stuff?
Okay. I can't speak for everybody. I'm gonna speak for me. There were some nights when I couldn't sleep because I knew the person who I was laying next to didn't mean me no damn good, right? There were nights when I struggled to pay bills, and the person who was laying next to me didn't give a damn whether the bills got paid or not. So there were nights when I like the one who was here who left earlier. I had a person here, but I didn't have somebody who could help me through that low state in my life, through those tears at night. He wasn't here for that. He could help pay the bills, but he wasn't here for the emotional support, for the spiritual support, for the growth. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I can provide and I can protect, but don't expect shit else out of me. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to a place, when I got to a place in my state, and I was like, okay, I can provide for myself, I can protect myself, I can go about my day, and I can clean, I can cook, I can do everything, I can learn, I can grow, I can create, I can read. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just pour into myself. I don't got to worry about no nonsense. That's the peace that you want to, because it wasn't always there. When you didn't cry more tears than your pillow could hold, you would have to know. When you go in the shower and you shower just to cry, so don't nobody see you crying, so your kids don't see you crying. Just let the water fall. You like, that's when you can get past those nights, and then one night you can just sleep without those tears, and then the next night no tears, and the next night no tears, and then you live in a life of no tears. That's the peace. When I don't gotta argue and I don't gotta fuss and it ain't no complaints here. You know what I'm saying? That's the peace that we here to protect. So if you come and you creating a disturbance in that, then I ain't trying to deal with that. I don't have to deal with you. You gave me enough time, space, and energy to learn myself enough to know I don't gotta deal with that. So if that's what you bring in, you can keep it over there.
I never saw it that way. I never quite understood it that way, because again, I don't really experience. Well, I haven't. Well, I have, but in a manly way. I haven't experienced it in your way. So because when I hear women say protect your peace, protect your peace, protect your peace, I'm like, what are you all protecting? Like, peace from what? But then you said that, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. It makes sense. Let me ask Romy a question real quick. Romy, I don't know if you're still there. How long were you single? Right? How long were you single for before you met your queen? And how did you actually open up? Or how did you prepare already? Wasn't you like tired, or like wasn't you in a space of, because like when you stay single for so long, it's like you make do you know what I'm trying to ask you? How long have you been single, and why did you do it now? Or you probably going again, huh? Hey, Romy still there? Okay, Romy's busy. So Kenny, at this point in your life, right? At this point in your life, what does that man look like to you? What does a man look like to you now? That oh, let me see. How can I unmute you? I don't know how to.
He looked like me.
You look like you. Wait,
He looked like me.
let me unmute. I don't think I
Okay.
can unmute you. I don't think I can unmute you. Room. Okay.
Hey, am I there now?
Yep, you can now.
Okay. You asked me how long was I single before and what made me to decide.
Yeah, that you wanted to do it again or try it again.
Well, the thing about it was, I love the idea of love, and the type of person I am. I want to share. Always want to share that with someone. Just companionship, experience this reality together. So I had time. I had time to learn myself, understand who I was, and why I was making the choices I was making. I had to come to all of that. And once I came to that realization and I was solid with my boundaries and all, and then I knew what I wanted. When I got ready, I knew what I wanted. And when I saw it, I just went after it, went and got it.
Did she see it instantly, or did she take a while because she probably been single for a long time too? Like, how did she come to you? How was her approach to you?
Well, Kirk, you know our story. I don't know if you remember our story. I had known her for about almost 30 years. Knowing her, knowing of her for about 30 years. So I saw her around. So I knew how she moved. So I guess and Kirk, the way it happened, and it really didn't happen, I just went after her. That's not how it happened.
Yeah.
She got a divorce. She got a divorce, and I called her just to check on her to see how she was doing. I didn't call her for a relationship.
Right.
It just happened because I knew her. I didn't know her, but I saw how she moved. Even though she was married, I mean, in her marriage, I even saw how she moved. So I had an idea of what kind of person she was. And she had seen me also. So she knew how I was.
So you moved.
So what better two people to get together that know how each other already is? I mean, because of history. I mean, because of time, not just something overnight. So it was almost like it was just destined. If you believe in destiny, I think it was just meant to be.
Wow. That's powerful, man.
Because because 30 years ago, I met her through a friend of mine, but not just like you see somebody, hey, this so and so, okay.
Do you?
All them years, I lived my life and she was married. You know,
Okay. Well, okay. So then, for you,
go ahead, Kurt.
for you it was easier to actually start the relationship. It was easier for you, right? Because you, like you said, you seen her, you knew of her. So for you, diving in was simple or simpler. Hey, Miranda.
Well, I still had reservation because I still had reservation because I asked myself, do I want to be involved with someone? Because in my mind, I was preparing myself to be single for the rest of my life. I was done.
Eh,
I was done. Am I breaking up?
No. You good? Done. Oh, okay. So let me ask Kenny Pop a question.
It's
Kenny,
where I'm at now. Kirk, can
no,
you hear me?
yeah. You're not breaking up, man.
Yeah, I was done. So I had to really.
Now you might be breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Kitty Pop, let me ask you a question, right? How long have you been single?
4 years.
4 years. Do you think you have been single long enough that you have a lot of reservation to find someone else or be with someone else?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
So at this point in your life, what would you say that you are looking for? Like, what's the qualities? What's the top three qualities? The top three qualities that you will look for in a partner?
I don't think I would look for the qualities in a partner, but he would have to know himself, right? So what he likes,
What
what
does
he
that look
don't
like?
like.
Like,
It
what does
looks
that
like
look like?
what he likes, what he does not like, his boundaries, right? Don't change for me. Just be yourself, right? So he would have to know this is who I am. This is me. Like, I'm not changing. Don't, because a lot of times we try to put on a mask so we can attract certain type of people. But when you take that mask off, those people leave, right? So whatever is attracted to who you are pretending to be, when you be your real self, that's going to go away. So just come authentic. So you will have to be authentic. You will have to be confident, and you will have to be comfortable just being you, right? That's what it looks like for me. As long as you come authentic and you ain't pretending like you this person or you got this or you got that, you know what I'm saying? As long as you confident in who you are, and as long as you comfortable just being who you are in any situation or circumstance, that's what it looks like for me.
No, so now, what if you never find that?
No, I found it in me, so I don't have to find it nowhere else.
Okay, so
So,
let me ask you, right?
I found it in me, baby. I don't gotta find it in nobody else. Cause as long as I got it, no matter who. This is the thing, though. We always look for what we don't give ourselves. So then, when we find what we not giving ourselves, when that thing leaves, we brokenhearted. But if you find it in yourself first, whether it come or go, you straight. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I found it in me, hey, what's for me can't miss me.
Um, how if that? Okay, so let's. Okay. You say what's for you, never miss you.
It can't miss me. It cannot miss me. I'm not saying it never misses me. I'm saying it absolutely cannot miss me.
Never miss you.
It can't miss me.
I like that. I mean, I like that. It
We
can't.
magnetic. We magnetic, right? So if I am this being, whatever I put out, whatever I emit, whatever energy I emit, whatever is attracted to that, it can't miss it. It's gonna be attracted to it. Like it can be all the way across the ocean and it's gonna find its way right to me because it can't miss me.
Do you think that there's something that you gotta do too? Or
Nope.
no?
I just gotta be. I just gotta be authentically me and be confident in that and be comfortable being me.
But then, so let me ask you this. But sometimes you don't think what's for you don't look. Sometimes it comes disguised.
No, it ain't gonna come disguised.
Don't
When
think
your
that.
mail come to your house, do it come in somebody else's name?
It don't come in somebody else's name, but sometimes it comes in the wrong package.
Hey, how can it? As long as if listen to what I'm saying to you. When your mail is for you, listen to the question. If your mail is for you, you ordered a package, you expecting a package. Do it come in somebody else's name? No,
No.
it come to
Kirk,
your address in your name. So it ain't gonna come as a disguise. It's gonna come for me.
Kirk. So Kirk, what are you asking her? What if he don't look like what she expecting?
Right.
Is that
Right.
what you kind
I
of
don't have
asking?
no expectations for what he looked like. Because
That's
expectations
what that's
lead
what
to
he asking.
disappointments.
That's what he's asking. Yeah.
Yeah, expectations lead to disappointment. So I don't have no I know what we match the moment. So I know what it'll feel like. Like Rome said, I just knew. You gonna just know. You just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
know.
You know. That's true. You
You just
know.
know.
You definitely. Anytime. And can I share something? Let me tell you
Please.
something. Y'all talk about intuition. Let me tell you something. And I can look back now and say it was there. I ignored it. It was there. I ignored it because I had this gut feeling. Gut feeling. Trust your stomach. Trust it. Believe me, I'd had enough experience with it to say it's real. When you have that gut feeling and that uneasy feeling about a person, even if you like them and you have that gut feeling, I promise you, your spirit trying to warn you, but you ignore it because you want what you want. You see, you're looking with your eyes, but you're not looking with your spirit. Because for the people that believe the Bible, it said, try this spirit with this spirit, see if it be of God.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's real. That's real right there,
So
man.
if you feel that, if you have that in your stomach about that person, you're bad. Well, I'm gonna say you should not ignore it. But if you do ignore it, it will come to pass, and you would realize why you felt that way. But after that, you didn't already experience what you'd experienced with that person. But your spirit was trying to warn you in the beginning. So just get ready for the ride.
Deep. So somebody just came up. Roses, I can't see your whole name. Roses, what would you like to add?
Well, I'm trying to gather the conversation first. I know it's about relationships. Uh, I'm not sure if I agree with the young lady though. Oh, she's gone. I think you definitely have to know exactly what you're looking for. And I believe that relationships, well, when you meet someone, it is going to be organic and you're going to feel that chemistry. However, you really kind of have to know what you're looking for at the same time. You can't just kind of be floating out there and hoping that your energy will attract that person. I'm not sure. I didn't hear a whole lot of the conversation. I've only been here for about 5 minutes, so I'm not exactly sure what her whole take was, but relationships are difficult today. I do know that.
You think it's difficult?
I'm sorry?
You think it's difficult?
Well, it's difficult to find someone who's your person. I think it's extremely difficult today. At least I've found it to be very difficult. I've been single for 5 years now, and well, I have been single for 5 years, but technically I've only been in the dating world for about 3.5, and I've come up with zeros every single time.
Wait, so Kenny, she said that she was saying that she disagreed a bit with what you said. Can you explain a bit more, because I think that she misunderstood you, or maybe she just disagreed.
Okay, what do you mean? Disagree with what? Because I'm
What's
sure
going
I've
on?
said a lot.
I think she
Were
was
you
saying.
there? No, my phone had died. So, what did you say you disagree with? Well, I've only heard maybe the first couple minutes of what you said, and I understand you're definitely at a good place in your life, and that's awesome. I am too. However, you were saying that your person is basically going to kind of, what I'm gathering is that you're saying that your person is going to kind of magically appear. And I don't necessarily agree with that. Did I misunderstand? No, you didn't misunderstand because I maybe did I use the term magic or magnetically? No, no, that's my word, hon. Okay, yeah. So you attract what you think. If you feel like life is crappy and nothing goes your way and all men suck, then that's what life is going to reflect to you. No, I agree with that. When people, the magic of it is that we don't have to agree because we got different thoughts. Right. So if I feel like life is good and he my knight in shining armor and he just gonna come riding down the street on the horse, you would be surprised that I'd be posting a video of his ass on the horse. You know what I'm saying? So the magic of it is that you don't have to agree because you're gonna see it from your perspective and I'm gonna see it from mine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, what you think, you attract. So if you want to attract differently, change your thoughts. And I'm not telling you something somebody told me. I'm telling you, I did the scientific method.
I agree
I
with
was
that.
given an idea, right? I did some research. I formed a hypothesis and I tried it. And when I changed my thoughts, my life changed. So that's for me personally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here for agreement. I'm not here for people to like what I say or none of that. I'm just telling you what worked for me. And if you choose to use it, then you will see what I'm saying. And if you choose not to, then it'll be the same.
Right. I agree with
As
that.
a man, listen, as a man thinketh, so is he.
So I
Period.
totally misunderstood what you were saying.
So let me ask, Fly Fit. I know you, Dave. Fly Fit. That's my brother right there, who I was in the military with. Fly Fit. How do you know when you
Well,
find that woman that is yours? How do you know when you find that woman? How? Where do you find her? How do you know when you find her? Where is she at? What is she doing? How does she feel? Talk to me, brother.
look. I can't even tell you the truth. I'm still looking for it. To tell you the truth, I'm still looking for it. And I was gonna pose the question to the group because maybe I have found her, right? But for me, I don't know if it's fear or self-sabotage. Like when you find that person to be so surreal, maybe I go ahead and push that away because I don't believe it at this point. Like I came across a bunch of good women, right? And they all kind of fit the script. However, I do things that will sabotage that relationship because I don't believe that this person is that. Have y'all ever experienced that?
No,
No?
not
Absolutely.
self-sabotage. No.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we put on a protective layer, right? I'm gonna speak for myself. I gained weight because I didn't want to be found attractive. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we do things externally that reflect who we are internally. Self sabotage looks like not paying your bills because you know you ain't gonna have enough money, and then you can use the excuse you don't gotta go. It could look like not cleaning your home so you don't have company, and then saying people don't ever come over. Like we self-sabotage in ways that we don't even know we self-sabotaging in. And when you have internally set in your mind that I don't really want to be with nobody else, or I don't want to go through this again, you will find ways to self-sabotage subconsciously without even knowing,
Hmm.
without even know. So absolutely.
Facts,
And
facts,
that's
facts.
why I said I don't want the worms eating me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather say yes, I have created a space that I feel safe enough for my partner to be welcome to come in and learn and grow and teach and just be. You know what I'm saying? Than to say I don't ever want a man again, cuz that's the cop out. It's a cop
Yeah.
out. Do the
You know
work
what?
and attract what you really want because you deserve it. Don't tell yourself you don't want it when you know you do want it. Tell
Uh-huh.
yourself you deserve it and go and be and become that person who can attract it.
Can
That's
I
real.
ask your brother a question?
Go
What's
ahead.
your brother's name?
Fly
Yeah,
Fit.
you can ask me.
Yeah.
Did you want me to stay? Because we.
Have you taken time to heal?
I'm in that process now. I'm definitely in
Well,
that process now.
yeah, because I just heard what you said. I think until, and this is just my opinion, obviously, but I think until you heal from some of your past situations, I don't think you're going to be completely open to the next woman because you're bringing in a little bit too much baggage.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's for
I
sure.
think I think we use that term healing too loosely too, that sometimes ain't shit wrong with us, right? Sometimes we are unavailable. Now,
Huh?
here's the thing.
Mhm.
Like Kenny was saying, Kenny, you said something that's very interesting. You said we self-sabotage in different ways. You know, one way we self-sabotage also that we don't realize is the list that we have, the list of requirements that we freaking make up in our heads. I want this. He has to have this. She has to
Mhm.
have this. And then
Mhm.
when you know why we make that list? We make that list because we know nobody fits it.
Absolutely.
Nobody, we
You
know
can't fit it yourself. You can't
exactly.
fit it yourself. You
Right.
can't fit it
I don't know
yourself.
about that.
Nobody fits it. And so you say, well, you gotta have this, you gotta have that, you gotta have this, just so you can reassure yourself, sabotage, and say, see, this is why I'm single.
Yep. Absolutely.
Nobody like it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And
that's
you know
true.
what? I like what you said that we use that healing too loosely. Possession.
Hmm.
This is what I was teaching recently. Possession. If you own a house, you say my house. If you own a car, you say my car, right? Just like you own that body, you say my body. You are a whole and complete being. You don't need no healing. So if your
Why
healing
is
is an
that?
attachment to the body, then maybe your body needs some healing. But internally, the being that is in possession of the body is a whole and complete being. Stop selling yourself the story of I need to be healed. No, you don't need to be healed. You are a whole and complete being. Maybe you need to heal your thoughts that
Change your
you allow
mind.
to enter your space,
Change
and
your
maybe
mind.
you need to heal your physical, you know what I'm saying, the way you exert yourself, but you are a whole and complete being, and that's just that.
Well, I
So
agree
it's
with that, but why is it that if you were, let's say, in a very, maybe not even a toxic relationship, well, let's just say toxic. If you were in a toxic relationship or a very unhealthy relationship, you don't agree that you should reflect on where that relationship went wrong or some of the red flags that you missed,
I
being able
could.
to reflect, and then, you know, I don't think healing is such a bad thing. A lot of people jump from relationship to relationship, and what happens is they take all of that trauma and drama into the next relationship. So sometimes you have to pause and you have to reflect on that relationship. And in the meantime, that's where your healing is coming so that you don't continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over.
Let me ask you a
So,
question. Let me ask you a question, right? Just
all right.
because I see a shade of blue and you see a shade of light green, do one of us need healing? Or we just see different things?
no, absolutely not. That's
Right.
that's
And
some type
so
of differences.
right. And so I'm saying this to say many times we think we need healing because we see things differently or we see things that listen, everything that we go through in life will stick with us. But if we learn how to take accountability and know what we want, we'll be okay. But we have this terminology of healing. You notice that when Christ healed people,
But isn't that part of healing to be able to take
no,
accountability and
it's part
things
of
of that
nature.
nature?
It's part of nature. I think we use healing in some loose thing that is some it's a journey. Healing is in the
What's
moment.
another word would you use? What's a appropriate word that you think would
Being present,
define that?
being present, being self-aware, being present.
Absolutely.
I think if
Yep.
you
Acceptance.
are
Yep.
self-aware,
Yep.
you can see it, you can see how you feel, and so you won't be in no type of weird relationship where you keep feeling sick, feeling weird,
Yeah.
feeling suffering, feeling this, and still staying there. As soon as you begin to feel the shift, you are self-aware to know I am in this shift. And if I feel it again, every time I come around you and I feel it again, something is off. I don't need healing.